Hello,
Hello.
it's Friday the 4th of October.
It is.
Where are we?
We're at a place called Brownhills Motorhomes. But why on earth is our S&L van here? Well, there's an answer for that. It's almost 2 years old, so it's due its first service, and it has to come to a Fiat Professional dealership, and Brownhills is one. And we booked it in at Brownhills simply because we could do an overnight stop. So we got here last night so we could be, refreshed and ready to go this morning. So consequently, we've just booked the van in. We've no idea how long the service is going to take. So this video really is just going to be another one of us ambling around Brownhills and showing you some stuff. If I film any separate videos of any van tours or anything, then they'll come out as a different video. This may just be a ramble. That'll do, won't it?
A ramble?
A ramble.
That's not like you.
Remind me, Heather, when's it 2 years old?
The actual van itself?
Yeah.
The 25th of October.
So 25th of October, she's 2 years old. And the 29th of October? 28th of October, we've had the van a year. It was on 4,300 miles when we got it, and it's on 9,700 now, and it's due its first engine service. So to keep the warranty with Fiat, you've got to have it done at a Fiat Professional. So that's why we're here. And first van we've noticed is the CV-X8. Now, we saw the prototype of this at the motorhome show last year. It's locked, unfortunately. Slightly changed design in the fact of it had really aggressive tyres on it at the show, and it looked great. These have just got normal standard Continentals on, and that looks horrible. Them tyres really don't help. I mean, the van looks nice, the graphics and stuff like that, but going to all that effect of having some decent wheels on to then put standard tyres on is a bit strange. Just doesn't look right to me. I don't know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments on that one. I do like these little extra side skirts that they've put on the wheel arches though, but they would again look better with sort of knobbly tyres, I think. But it's basically, I'm guessing it's very much like a standard CV80, just made to look a bit more modern and appeal to the younger audience. So this is my first ever sight of the new front on the vans. Is this going to be a series 9 or 10 now? I don't know where we are. But yeah, Heather's just said I don't like that grille. No, I don't either. But, the van itself, I suppose the design of the Ducato in this shape is, 2015 now or something? 9 years old? Since they changed the headlights and stuff. So it was due a facelift, I suppose, but yeah, that bumper. So the last time we came to Brownhills was just after the Newark show. We popped in and we were astonished at the amount of vans for sale. In fact, we did a video about it and I think it did a fair amount of views. It did really well for us. I don't think anything's changed. There are a serious amount of vans here.
We'll have to go and have a look.
Yeah, we'll go
to the cafe, see whether there's still 1,000.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot more panel vans now have started coming back through after a massive shortage, and doesn't seem to be any difference there. Heather's still obsessed with having an A-class when we're older, and remarked while we were having a sandwich in the cafe, or the temporary cafe I should say. Oh, here we go, this one's the right length. Hang on. While we're just looking at A-classes, the 854 Rapido is exactly the same length. Let's have a look. Can't get in the garage. But again, you've got no storage in the back of that garage, sort of. You wouldn't get two bikes in there, unfortunately. This one's got a nice interior. It's a U-shaped lounge in this one. which I do like, and there is obviously a drop down bed there which is electric, and your drop down bed at the front. I can't get that down, that's obviously locked somewhere. The layout in this one is quite nice. But I think if we ever do go to A-Class like Heather says we're going to, and she's the boss when we're older, the ideal for me is having the beds that are already made up. No faffing at all. Even dropping a bed down and putting it back is a faff. 2 beds made up is a winner for me. Nice van though. And this is another Rapido A-Class. This one is slightly over the length that Heather wants, so it's about 7.5 meters I think, but the space difference is certainly a lot better. You've got your drop down bed at the front as well if you want it, and then you've got your 2 singles at the back, and shower one side and toilet the other. Yeah, that slightly extra bit of length makes all the difference I think in one of these. I don't know why she's obsessed with something just around 7 meters. Not bad. This one's the 8066 DF for future reference, and that one's got a huge garage again. Yeah. How long is this one? See what the destructions say on the front. Yeah, 7.49 meters that one. I wouldn't say that's terribly long. I'll quickly have a look at this Rapido. It's the V65 XL. I'm pretty sure I've seen a V65. The XL I assume refers to it being the super high top one. First thing you can see, it's got a drop down bed as you walk in, and then a transverse at the back. Yeah, it's I mean, there's plenty of storage and stuff. You seem very enclosed in that back area there. I'm not going to go mad for it. It's got one of them swing out bathrooms. Just seems very, very tight, as I suppose all these 4-berth on a panel van do. It's only got one of them little ovens in it. Yeah, I get the idea of these, but rainy day with 2 kids and a dog in here, no thanks. Where are we going? We're looking at something. Oh, A-Class, of course it is.
Looks like a long one though.
Yeah, it's got to be over 7.5 meters, that one I think. Doesn't say. What is it? It's a 8086 DF. Yeah, that's way over 7 meters, that one. But yeah, as I say, plenty of used ones. I do wonder if the market's saturated at the minute, especially with we're now into autumn now. The season's slowing for a lot of people. Not everybody goes out all year round, and I suppose, you know, you've got to say the C word with Christmas coming up. People, are you buying things like this these days? I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of dealers having a lot of stock just out in the car park. There are a few vans here, but the last time we came, the whole of the back end was full as well, so slightly less. although there's still a load over that side there where the awning display used to be years ago.
Yeah, there's a few awnings.
Yeah, that's another long one. I think the second-hand stock is expanding somewhat. There's a load here as well. Yeah, I mean, this area never used to be used for storing like this all the time, did it, years ago?
No.
Plenty of stock. It's quite funny actually, when you're not actively looking for a van,
He's an Adrian man.
I don't get drawn into going into them as much. 7.5 metres, that one.
Looks like it hasn't got a garage either. Oh, that's got bunk beds.
Bunk beds in that one, and if you're tall, you can have your feet out. It's going to be quite tight to get under that table at night, though, isn't it? This is an Athena, slightly too long for us, but I think at the motorhome show last year Heather saw an Athena that was pretty much the layout she wants. But I think the Athena is an offshoot of Rapido, but a cheaper version. It's certainly someone's model, I don't know who it is. Feel sure it's, yeah, there we go. It's their sort of, you know, entry level, I guess. It is a Rapido by name. But it baffles me how a lot of these can come in on the weight at 3.5. I mean, that says that's 3.5 kilos, 3,500. You're gonna have no payload unless everything weighs like balsa wood, aren't you? At least that Rapido Heather looked at earlier had got 3,650 on it. It's the thing, when we've upplated now to 4,250, don't even have to think about the weight, and it certainly makes you feel a lot better that you're not worried. I'd be worried in one of these that you'd be overweight all the time. We're still here.
5 hours later.
Yeah, 5 hours. What we thought would be a fast service, because we only got an engine service. Don't know what they're dragging their feet at. It's now 20.
We're not sure they're dragging their feet.
It's now 1:20. We were hoping to leave here by 12. Didn't even go into the workshop till 11. You love it when I moan, don't you? But yeah, I call this a wasted day off work, mate. I mean, I know you don't book a slot, you know. You know, you just book a service and it fits in when it fits in, but kind of hoped with stopping overnight we'd be first done.
Well, one of the first.
That worked well. We're inside now, and here is another one with the new front on. I'm going to have a quick look inside, see what's changed on the dash really. So this is the Expedition 66, which is the Auto Trail. It's like the entry level one, isn't it? I think I filmed these when they first came out. Now I can't see any difference really on the dash. I mean, our dash is fully digital, there's no sweeping needles on it, and we've got all climate control here, so the dash to me doesn't look any different. The interior, I think it's just a facelift. The engine may be slightly different, I suppose, or the gearbox or something, but anyway, Auto Trail 66 is your basic I'm going to say CV20 layout like we used to have with Pearl. Typically you can't spin the seat all the way around there. You've got your fridge in a cupboard, and you know, your cooking facilities, and then 2 bench beds that can make a double, pretty much your standard layout. There is no window in the toilet though at all, no skylight even. But yeah, I think the finish leaves a lot to be desired, you know, but they are entry level. I do like the full overhead cab there. Got to say, I'm fed up of whacking my head on mine. There you go. But yeah, can't see any difference at all, other than the facelifted bumper, as I say. So we've got rows and rows of vans, but there's nothing really that I haven't seen before. So I'm not going to film stuff that I've walked through 100 times. I'll just quickly show you the row. It's nice to see that they finally have got a lot more panel vans coming through, as I've said. And I will always have a soft spot for the black Eldises. The thing that started all the channel off all that time. The CV20. Yeah, they do look nice in black. I'm never gonna knock that. Pig to keep clean, but once they're clean they do look nice. Finally, I see a van that I recognise coming around the corner now. Here she is. Hopefully all good. Right, so as you can see, we have got the van back. Bit longer than we expected, but not to worry. We got a bit of a discount, to be honest, which was good. They originally quoted £545 for the service and 80 quid for the brake fluid change, coming out at 625, and we paid 500 and something.
72 £530.
572.30. So they knocked a bit off. No idea why. The girl just said I can do some discount, so we said yes please. Couple of little niggles which we knew about, if you call them niggles. Your number plate's illegal. Yeah. You've got parking sensor warning light on. That's because the tow bar on the bike rack sets that off, so it's coded out. We knew about that. The other thing is, he said you've got a fog light warning light on, which we never had on before, and I've never seen, but we have. Strangely, I've just had a play. You go out and you pull the plug out on the trailer board and the van fog light works. When you plug it back in, the van fog light doesn't work, but the trailer fog light always works. So I think that's what's supposed to happen. I just don't think it's been on the dash before. Who knows? Anyway, that's us. We're going now, and we'll catch you on another video. We're going straight to a campsite now for the weekend, and that'll be the next video. It's rushed because we're miles behind. Sorry, goodbye. See you later.
See you, bye.
Thank you, Brownhills.